The vast majority get carried downstream, and a number of them cling to the reeds, and about 15 of them end up on this island here in the middle of the river. You can see the river flows there and it flows there. Mr. Williams, the headmaster, after having stopped the exercise, but it's too late, runs down and sees some boys there who have formed a human chain to extract people from the bank, from the island. And he starts to organize a rescue effort to get those boys from the island. When we said to him, did you think there was risk? He said, absolutely. Well, he didn't say we used the words absolutely. He said, yes, there was risk. That's why I stayed to try and rescue the boys, which he did, with the help of 2 facilitators and other boys. And eventually they get them all off the island. But the fact of the matter is that, according to Knutzer, if we can just go back, according to Knutzer, the camp manager, no boys went past that point X. He says they all got out here. Now we know that's just not true. The vast majority got swept downstream. Many of them get rescued from that, there's the island, but many get picked up around here because now facilitators are coming down and they're starting to rescue these learners out of the water. Finally, just below that hall, that's hall, there are some rocks. Boys are finally rescued there. It's a long way down. The body of Enock Mpianzi is found further down, 1.8 kilometers downstream. So the version given by the camp of what took place, in our view, is a disgraceful falsity. Then the next issue is the issue of life jackets, because it's quite clear that none of these learners were issued life jackets. Our finding is that they should quite clearly have been issued life jackets. When we put that to Mr. Knutzer of the camp, he said, we only issue life jackets for people that go down the river, and because this took place in shallow water, we didn't think that they should have life jackets. But we know that it didn't take place in shallow water. We know it took place in the river. And they weren't issued with life jackets. And we asked him how many life jackets he had at the camp. He said 12. Now, there were 204 learners. We find that the camp was reckless in the extreme in allowing boys to go into a river in those conditions without life jackets. We find the school educators equally negligent in not stopping the exercise because they knew it would end up in the river, because the agenda for the camp said river swim. And they should have stopped this exercise when they saw up on the fields that at the stretcher that the boys were not wearing life jackets.